Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the 76ers, Carter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. And standing 6'11" out of Kentucky, the explosive shot blocker Nerlens Noel. Locking down the middle. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Young in at the 4 slot. And looking at Minnesota, Rubio and Martin manning the backcourt. And at the pivot, a bruising and physical 6'11", 290-pound center. A battering ram in Pekovic. Then there's Budinger, and it's Love in at the 4 spot. And Budinger kicks to Love. No good from outside. Here's Carter Williams.
Guys, we know it was a struggle last season for the Timberwolves, but against the Eastern Conference, they were pretty competitive. Nearly had a 500 record against teams from the East.
Back to Turner. Clock at 6. From 13 feet, it goes down. Here's Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Well, back to the Timberwolves, that's a marked improvement over how they've done, Steve, over the past few seasons.
Yeah, the last few years, that's easily the best winning percentage the Wolves have had against the Eastern Conference. They won't want to take much from last season to this one, but maybe that's something at least they can carry over and try to build on.
Carter Williams kicks to Turner. Gets it to go.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Coach Rick Adelman. He knows they're up against a team that plays best when they're getting to the rim. He told me that their #1 concern is going to be sliding over to help on any drives and closing up any lanes to the hoop as quickly as possible. Good rotation is key, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Noel sets a screen for Carter Williams. He feeds it to Turner. Shot clock at 6. And the pass to Noel. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Noel. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Both free throws good from Noel. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Barea dishes to Brewer. And Shved kicks to Brewer. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Now Carter Williams kicks to Hawes. He passes to Anderson. Carter Williams back to Anderson. On the wing, Turner. And we reach the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end. Boy, there were a bunch of problems for Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stemmed from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too.
Carter Williams off the pick from Ultra. Now here's Carter Williams. Tight defense on him. Gets it to go. Anderson's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the 76ers. And Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest, Kevin. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. And when you can't throw the ball into the low post and you've given up your athletes on the perimeter, now you have no identity. And I think that was the issue for Philly last year.
Clock is at 3. Williams with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And it's slammed in by Brewer.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. .127 left in the first half of the game. Carter Williams with it. Anderson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Moultrie. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Williams. Correa, the pass to Williams. On the wing, Brewer. Back to Williams. Good on the triple. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Yeah, they're making some shots now. Clark finally starting to make up some ground.
Carter Williams dishes to White. He kicks to Carter Williams. Moultrie setting the pick for Carter Williams. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Carter Williams has got his first points in this one. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Correa kicks to Williams. He dishes it to Correa. Pass to Shved. From outside off the mark. Here's White. Here's Carter Williams. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's a good one going.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, there's no doubt Nerlens Noel has faced his share of adversity over the last year. An ACL tear in his left knee cost him the end of his college season at Kentucky. That was followed by the long, grueling rehab process. And, of course, his surprise slide on draft night. But Noel says he takes the strength to carry on and overcome those challenges from his mother. He said, quote, "Coming to America from Haiti, working 2 jobs, she never quit, so I could be where I'm at today." Guys, plenty of motivation and a great example for this talented young man.
Great story. Thank you, Doris.
Boy, what a throwdown after doing a great job to corral the rebound.
Well, you know, there aren't that many players with a better nose for the ball than him.
Agreed.
And with the D always scattered after an offensive rebound, he knows exactly how to get that to work for him.
And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
That's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And Young, here we go. Goes up again. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
Also, guys, so often we see him playing possum at the defensive end. And then all of a sudden he springs into action, picks off a pass, and ignites the fast break.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Here's Rubio. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Martin with the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they have. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Budinger gets the screen from Bekovic. Budinger, the pass to Martin. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. You're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time. Well, I don't think you're going to miss too many like those.
Timberwolves trailed by 4. Rubio outside. Pass to Love. Beyond the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. 6 on the shot clock. Noel, a special move before the shot. Noel's got 5 points in the quarter.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Philadelphia leading by 3. Hunter Williams dishes to Noel. Richardson kicks to Young. Can't get it to go. Good D from Love. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass to Martin. And Budinger kicks to Love. The jump hook. And it's off the back rim. No good.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. It's still anybody's game, though.
Here is Rubio. The feed to Martin. Love outside. The dish to Rubio. Here's the 3. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Noel. And the 76ers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Feeds to Richardson. Dishes it to Young. Back to Richardson. Now the pass to Young. Again, Young missing.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with him.
And Rubio kicks to Love. 16 feet away. Another miss by Love. The 76ers leading by 5. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Turner. Young. Lets it go from the wing. And right on target. Good. And the 76ers lead by 7. For Minnesota, they've gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. And it's Love penetrating. Back to Rubio. Launches it. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Basket here in this game may be all over.
Yeah, main priority now has to be take care of the ball and use up some clock.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one.
not as productive a trip to the line as he would have liked, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
The drive by Love. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Boy, he looked confident, didn't he? Stepping to the foul line and knocking down a couple.
Nails it! And now they trail by just 4. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Hey, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Back to Rubio. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, if you like offense, you'll love this game.
Yep, a high-scoring affair. Both squads saving their energy for the offensive end of the floor because they definitely aren't doing anything defensive.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 2. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see them pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Love. No good.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
So neither attempt will fall that time frame. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the